Hello, this is Mr. Stansbury. I'm going to take you through the 1G notes on order of operations. At the end of this, you should be able to say, when given more than one mathematical operation to perform, I can correctly solve the expression or equation. All right? So, this is where we remember our dear old friend PEMDAS. Right? So, parentheses, exponents, multiplication and division as long as you go left to right, and addition and subtraction as long as you go left to right. All right? Now, I would actually like to introduce you to something a little different than this. If you do, instead of doing PEMDAS, if you do PEDMSA, parentheses, exponents, division, multiplication, subtraction, addition, then you can do one at a time as long as you follow that order. Okay, so I usually use PEDMSA instead of PEMDAS. Again, PEMDAS works fine as long as you're doing multiplication, division together, left to right. Okay, but this is just a little bit less to have to remember. So, using that, let's look at example 13 from page 31. We're going to evaluate, and we've got this big mess here. So, parentheses, there are no parentheses, so nothing to do there. Exponents, there's nothing to do there. First thing I'm going to do is division. So, I'm going to look at negative 10 divided by 2 gives me 35 minus 5 times 5. It's not a 3, but a 5 plus 3. Okay, so first 3 are done. M for multiplication, so now I'm going to do negative 5 times 5. 35 minus 25 plus 3. Next thing I'm going to do is subtraction. 35 minus 25 is 10 plus 3, so let me do 10 plus 3 is 13. All right, so that's what we get. And again, you'd get the same thing if you use PEMDAS, doing multiplication and division together, addition and subtraction together. All right? All right, let's take a look at another example. And that is example 14 from page 32. So first thing I'm going to look in here is parentheses. Now, within the parentheses, we have two different operations, multiplication and subtraction. So if you got a couple different things inside the parentheses, you again stick with PEDMSA and figure out which one to do first. So with that, we got to do multiplication before subtraction. So we do 2 times, and then we do 3 times 6 is 18, and then subtract 4 plus 7. So 18 minus 4 then is 14 plus 7. And again, now the parentheses are all done. So now we just have a multiplication and addition. So 2 times 14 is 28. And then we add 7 to that, and we get 35. All right? Ooh, that was bad. You get the idea, though. All right. Let's see. Let's take a look at example 16 from page 32. Okay, so now with this, we've got stuff to do on the top and stuff to do on the bottom here. So I really like to think of when I've got a big fraction like this, I look at, oops, that's not what we want, that's what we want. So I look at this top thing here as being a big set of parentheses, and this bottom piece here being a big set of parentheses. So I want to simplify everything inside here first, and everything inside here, and then at the very end, we'll write it as the fraction and see if we can do anything with that. So, top piece. First part I got to do is the parentheses. So I'm going to do my 4 minus 2. So this is going to be 16 minus 4 minus 2 gives us 2. And then on the bottom, we can simplify that for starters if we want. So 14 divided by 7. Right? And again, we got to do everything, simplify everything in the top and everything in the bottom all separately, and at the very end is when we go through and simplify it at the very last step. 16 minus 2 is 14. 14 divided by 7 is 2, so we have 14 over 2, which gives us 7. All right? All right. Last piece here is a check. Okay, so here's what you want to do at this point. Push pause on your video, try these two out on your own, and then unpause it, and then check and see how you did. Okay, so go ahead and hit pause. All right, welcome back. Let's go through and figure this out. We've got these brackets, and then we got the parentheses inside the brackets. So these are both parentheses. So our first step is to do inside the bracket parentheses, and inside the bracket parentheses there's other parentheses. So we have to do this piece here first. Okay, so that's going to be 5 plus brackets 13 minus 8 divided by 4 is 2. Right, and we have that. So 5 plus, we got to do 13 minus 2, which is 11. And again, we can get rid of the brackets because there's nothing else to do. So that just gives us 16. All right, and then for B, first thing parentheses, there are none. Second thing, exponents. So we got to do 7 minus, and then 2 squared is 4, plus 4 times 6 divided by 3 minus 5. So we're all done with exponents. Next thing is division. So here's our division over here, 6 divided by 3. So let's leave 7 minus 4 plus 4 times 6 divided by 3 is 2 minus 5. All right, and then next step is multiplication. 7 minus 4 plus 4 times 2 is 8 minus 5. Next step is subtraction. 7 minus 4 is 3. And then we're going to add 8 minus 5, which is also 3. And so we add 3 and 3 together to get 6. Okay, so that is pretty much it with our order of operations. So if you now you should be able to say that when given more than one mathematical operation to perform, I can correctly solve the expression or equation. All right. So if you have any questions, please ask. Thanks.